sports talk, and everything in between.
Your systems are offline.
Anonymous. I'm in the mood. We can get it poppin' to be y'all.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sports Talk and everything in between. I am your host, T, along with a couple of my dogs you heard. First and foremost, Joe. Say what up to the people.
Yes, sir. Just the regular average Joe back again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Also, Team Smoth, a.k.a. Gabe. Say what up to the people.
Man. Oh, yeah.
Huh?
How y'all doing today?
Yeah, what?
Good to see y'all. Hope y'all doing well.
Oh, no, that's crazy. Hope they doing
I taught
well.
myself. Forgot we on the LCC airwaves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cutting that right out. All right.
I didn't say it.
Nah, that's funny.
They cut it off. I just say it.
Nah. Hey, I gotta put the episodes out first, right? Who's checking to see if the episodes go out on the podcast platforms? Not y'all. Who's gonna keep me accountable? But yeah, nah. I'm gonna put them out. I'm gonna put them out.
We're gonna get our friends some help.
Nah, we already got some help. The help is lacking too. Juice.
Nah,
But
mentally, we're gonna get you some help.
will it come with a check? If
Mentally, you're getting some help.
If it don't come with a check, I don't want it. I hate to tell you, but this is Sports Talk and everything in between. I am your host, T. You heard, I got the homies with me, and we finna get right into this episode. But before we do, hey, guess what? This podcast and stuff really not all that hard if you just, focus, pay attention, and do what it is you need to do. And matter of fact, I would implore that y'all try it. And you know what? First one on me. Podbean.com/sports talk, SPORTSTALK, and get your first month free of unlimited podcast hosting. Podbean is a platform where you can put your audio out there and they take it and put it in all your favorite podcasting apps. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever. Get your voice heard. They have some nice programs over there. You can get it tied to your Patreon. Maybe you can turn it into a little side hustle. Maybe you just got a pain you got to get off your chest. And instead of going to see that therapist, hey, put it on the internet. With that being said, let's get straight into our show. The way we usually do things has changed. As you can see, 1, 2, 3 episodes in. And I'm going to let Joe handle this. Joe, give us a rundown of what went down in the podcast fantasy league. Let me know.
Ooh, it's a deep one in this podcast league. Can't lie to you, bud.
16
it's a little bit all over the place.
Here.
Kind of looking at it from the perspective of the people on the show, myself, you, Gabe, Double M. We went 2-2 as a collective. It was a rough week for UT, rough week for Double M. Oddly enough, Gabe is on the winning side of things along with me. We had a standout. The highest score this week is VA's finest with 168 points. I'm going to have to look at that team later for sure. He put up some numbers.
You know what? And his team looked at weak. I think I sent him a trade. I texted him. I ain't heard back from him. I need Dom to go ahead. Hey, Dom sometimes be in the chat. What's good, man? What's good? I sent him
You know what I wouldn't be surprised to see if I click this team?
What?
A Cowboys defense, because goodness gracious, did they put up points this weekend once again.
Wow.
But with the highs, of course, there's the lows.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Real quick.
Go ahead.
You know, as we speak, Gabe is adding and dropping people from his team. You thought I wouldn't get the notification, Gabe?
I'm in the app, Gabe. I can see you.
I can see you. Oh,
I'm
no.
done, yeah. I'm done. Oh my god, I'm done.
Don't worry, Gabe. We're not going down roster rundowns. You're fine. We're not going to talk about you like that.
It's all good, dog. Hold on, dog. I gotta look. Hey, who did you get? Hey, he added Ryan Tannehill in the middle of the show. Devious work. He was gonna be there when we got done. I promise.
Gabe, you never fail to show how woke you are, sir.
Oh, that's
A sneaky
funny.
Tannehill pickup.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm sorry, Joe. Please continue. You was talking about the lows.
Yeah, the lows. The lows got it bad in more ways than one this week. Somebody scored 65 points, and their record also happens to be 0-4.
Oh no, is
Not
that
gonna
our
put-
buddy?
They're not gonna put the name out there, but
Oh, no.
I will say, since it's the podcast league, everybody's seen the trade that just went through it. Hopefully, he'll be improving by next week.
Hey,
So, shouts out to him.
shouts out to him, man. Shouts out to him.
Yeah. Of course, like I said, I won this week against Samuel's pretty decent margin. About 30 points, 33 to be exact. And Gabe put a little smackdown on a Middleman man.
Yo!
Camden Panthers. You gonna have to blank me out, T. That's my fault. You gonna have to blank me out. That's my bad. That's my bad.
You good?
I read the wrong name first. I looked at that number and I went straight over to the left and I just read what I saw.
Nah, yo. I don't care that we missed the
Good
week.
old,
Came back on
good old
fire,
fashioned
yo.
autocorrect.
Oh, man.
But Gabe did his thing this week, man.
Slow reveal for the name is crazy.
The Camden Panthers. Oh, but congratulations, Gabe. Once again, congratulations, VA's finest, being the top scorer this week.
Congrats to VA's finest. If that Joker would have responded, I would have gave him the 90 seconds of fame. But you know what? I'm gonna give it to Gabe. You said he put a smackdown on Double M.
20 points.
Here go, Gabe's second 90 seconds of fame of the week. Go ahead. I mean, of the season. Go ahead, Gabe. Give him 90 seconds.
Man, I'm just very, very humbled, man. You know, because this is a roster that several individuals felt was not the best with players that were picked. But guess what? I got my sleeper back. He comes back this week. So for everybody that's coming for me, y'all got a problem. Y'all got a big problem. Because he's in the flex now. So I'm finna be super wide receiver strong. And you ain't catching me for the rest of the season. I'm predicting at the minimum, I lose 2 to 3 more games. That's it. Nothing else. And I'm putting that on the record.
You got 40 more.
Gabe.
Oh, I don't need no
Okay.
more.
Oh yeah.
I just called it out. I'm going in with the best records in the playoffs. Point blank. I know I am.
Okay.
Wow.
That's a bold statement, dog.
Quite a few things you proclaimed there, bud.
Yes, sir. It's coming, buddy. Oh, buddy, old pal.
He said super wide receiver strong. Don't you usually have to be like regular strong before you get super strong?
I'm already regular strong, so I'm gonna be even more strong now.
He's roided up, Joe.
Gotcha.
Dude, I got Olave, Ridley, Ingram, and Williams. That's done data right there.
That's Dundada.
That's done data.
Okay. Ew.
That's done data.
Last I checked, Olave and Ridley wasn't doing what they used to be doing.
Nah, you checked wrong. Sorry, buddy.
Well, I just checked right now, and I see 1.4 and I see 11.8.
For who?
What you got to say about that game? 1.4? That's popping to you?
Oh, the same person who didn't have his quarterback? Okay, yeah. Okay.
I'm just, you the one that said that they popping right now.
Yeah,
that's what you said.
Well, they will be.
That's a much more accurate statement. I'll accept that they will be, but that ain't what you said. We'll see though.
I promise you they will be.
Well. Gabe, super receiver, and you said Olave,
Yeah.
Ridley, Ingram, and Williams.
Yes.
That's who we got to be scared of.
Yes, sir.
I'm just looking at my roster. I'm just dumbfounded.
Oh, I'm sorry because I beat you when we played, and I ain't even have
That team don't even
Williams
exist
there.
no
So
more.
next subject, exactly.
What team did you beat?
I beat you with the same team. So I ain't worried about it.
I just want you to beat this team.
I beat that team without the team that I got, and now
sure.
Williams is back. So it's on and
All right, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro. Let's go ahead and keep it a bean. Jamison Williams, not who you think he is. He's not finna do all that.
Okay, you think that?
Oh, I know that, bro. How many do you think he's gonna average? Right here, right now, on the record, as you like to put it.
I'm gonna get 10 to 15 out of him. No questions asked.
10 to 15.
Easily. That's what he's gonna average. No questions asked.
He'll average 7.8.
Nah, absolutely not.
How much you think he's gonna
Absolutely
put
not.
on his first game back? And then we'll leave fantasy.
10 to 12.
Between 10 and 12.
Yep, 10 to 12.
And who are the Lions playing? Carolina?
Yep.
All right, Joe. Remember that. Joe, do you think that Jamison Williams is going to average between 10 and 15? That's a big gap, by the way, but you think
I can see 10 to 15.
10 to 15?
I can see that.
With St. Brown and Reynolds?
Yeah, but
It
okay.
seemed like they. I know I'm going off of what the Lions defense had the potential to be last year and kind of what they were working up to be. And with their defense kind of coming into its own, I can see them doing okay. 10 to 15 don't sound crazy to me.
Okay. All right, big dog. It's your world. I just live here. So let's get into the NFL recap. Gentlemen, I am so interested in what y'all think y'all did in predictions. Gabe, you go ahead. Give me a guess.
We picked 5.
Yep.
I went 3. I went 3 and 2.
3 and 2. What about you, Joe?
No.
Say 2 for 3.
2 for 3. How you think everybody did?
See, it probably got the best ones out of
Oh
everybody.
yeah, I forgot. There was some upsets. Everybody's probably a little off.
Everybody probably a little off. You think that anybody had any winning record out of the 5? Got at least 3?
Probably at least one of us got a winning record. You know, broken clock and all that.
Heard that. Okay. Well, I was stretching time to double fact check my stuff.
I'm like, man, he really building up suspense to these records.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure I got it right. So you're right. There is a broken clock that is right twice a day, and that broken clock happened to be your boy. I went 3 and 2. Everybody else went 2 and 3.
Yeah. That makes sense.
For sure.
What was your one game to distinguish to?
Well, I missed 2. I missed the Steelers. Honest mistake. And I missed the Dolphins coming off of putting up 70. Forgive me.
Yeah, that. They really had us fooled, huh? Really egg on my face.
Can't say us, because one of Gabe's correct games actually was the Bills beating Miami.
I told y'all.
I was speaking more in a general sense.
Yeah, for
especially with fantasy implications. I even went and got a whole new defense because I just knew the Miami Dolphins would not be able to be stifled by the Buffalo defense. I had the utmost of faith.
Shout out to
Winning
Eddie.
that
I
whole
didn't see
new
you in the
defense.
chat. I was looking at the schedule. He said the running backs in Detroit get about the same targets as the number 2 and number 3 receivers. I think that's him leaning towards saying Jameson Williams might not be putting up no 10 to 15. I tend to agree with him, but we definitely shall see.
But,
but
this is
think
what y'all
about it,
forget.
though. 10 to 15 is just, that's what, like maybe 30 yards and a touchdown, or a touchdown and like, it's not crazy. 10 is not crazy.
We'll see.
But you gotta remember, Jameson Williams is to take the top off wide receiver.
Right.
Monte Brown is the D-Hop type receiver in their offense.
Jared Goff got to get it.
Jameson Williams is the Deshaun Jackson. I'm going out. I only need 1 or 2 balls, put 30, 40 yards on, scare everybody, and we good to go. That's what he gonna do.
I think that he's not him. He hasn't been him, and he is not in football shape because he been suspended. So I don't.
Well, yeah, that's why I said average.
Yeah, I don't even know. He'll probably have 1 or 2 breakout games, but I really don't see it. I really don't, especially like way David Montgomery going off. Hey, one of them running backs get hurt, maybe I can see it, but I don't know. Time will definitely tell. Well, I'm moving through week 4. The records. So we got a 3-way tie for 3rd with Joe, Double M, and Gabe. Y'all all are at 7 and 8. Tiz is at 8 and 7, and I still hold a tremendous lead at 12 and 3. Y'all not beating your predictions this year. I don't care what nobody got to say. I'm coming for the trophy this year because you and Double M thought y'all really had it on lock, Joe. Y'all really thought y'all was the only one that could guess a game for real, even though Tiz was quietly beating us 2 years in a row.
I will reiterate for both of those points that, for one, this year, me and you have discussed off air that there is a considerable difference with us picking less games, and that surely impacts the way me and Double M predict games, the sheer amount of them. We like to throw a game here or two whenever we're predicting it with a bunch of them, and when it's a shorter amount of sample size, yeah, there's a lot more room for error, and it kind of distorts the numbers a little bit. I think if we were all doing it in the same way we were doing it, that the numbers would be a little bit closer. But I also think that the numbers are a little distorted right now because you have a great
ain't trying to
lead in
hear
the
that
game.
because we all picking the same games.
No,
And
they're not.
one of the games you get to pick yourself. You can pick the easiest game to predict, but no, y'all don't want to do that. I'm the only one out here really putting in this work and all that. You're not gonna take it away from me, Joe. You can't do it.
I'm not taking it away.
You can't do it. Talking about my numbers
It's
inflated.
still the beginning of the season.
My championship ring gonna be made of cubic zirconium. Talking about I got a bubble ring. Nah, I ain't trying to hear all that.
It's still the beginning of the season. Time will tell.
Time will definitely tell. Any games surprise y'all over this past week 4?
You know, one did specifically. It sort of did, but it also made sense. Baltimore and the Colts. A little surprising.
Nah, week 4, dog. Week 4.
What, last week?
This
past week, right?
Yeah, this past week. Baltimore played Cleveland this past week.
What am I thinking about that upset?
I mean, Baltimore and Indy played last week, and Indy beat them. I know.
It's probably the Rams? The Rams played the Buccaneers this week, right?
No, the Rams played the Colts.
Okay, Rams versus Colts is what I'm thinking about then, because I believe the Rams won, but the Colts was holding that game tight.
Yeah, 29-23,
yeah.
Rams won.
Yeah, that was the one that surprised me. Just how well the Colts have been playing. I mean, Anthony Richardson, their rookie quarterback, he's more than decent. He's pretty solid. Same for CJ Stroud, the quarterback for Houston. They're playing way above expectations, I'll say, right now.
Yeah, I saw CJ Stroud coming though. That one, because I watched college, I watched him at Ohio State. If you go back and watch that Georgia game, if his receiver had got injured, they were killing Georgia. And
well,
Georgia got fortunate. Go ahead, man.
I was just gonna say, they was also kind of playing him about his IQ, like his football IQ, which is why a lot of people thought
CJ Stroud.
Yeah, they were saying he had like the lowest.
He had poor test scores during his draft.
Okay.
Combine.
So just a side note, that's a bunch of
malarkey.
Type people making a score that don't have a lick of sense. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: I want them to tell me how good they score on that test. Then I want them to go out and throw that ball and read defense. I want you to do that. All the people that made up this score and go about, you go get a ball and you go behind quarterback and you just play one series and to show me that you can get that football across the goal line. You can't. So, for lack of better words, I'm gonna stay away from that. But that's some of that ninja stuff that's going on. I appreciate that. But
some of the ninja stuff.
That's what they gotta go through. But it ain't cool. I mean, come on, really? You go and playing quarterback his whole life.
What did you eat? Joe, do you hear that?
A little bit. I hear a little bit.
It's what it is. I ain't ate all day. Dude been playing quarterback his whole life.
It's all good, bro.
And all of a sudden, when he gets in the NFL, he got to take a test on how to be a quarterback. Really? Really? That does not make sense. Does not make a lick of sense.
For the sake of podcast arguing, I think at the same time I can kind of see it. You would want,
Lord,
you would want your quarterback to be able to break down film. I mean, you still got like Jamarcus Russell, where it's like they giving him film and he ain't even looking at it. They give him blank tapes. He come in talking about, hey yo, yeah, we was talking about cover 2 or something like that. Like, for all intents and purposes, that like.
How many years did Jamarcus Russell play?
I don't know. How many games did CJ Stroud play? 3? 4?
Over 2 years. No. He played 2 to 3 years at Ohio State because he was right after Justin Fields. Both years, he got them either in a New Year's Six Bowl, or the playoff. And they would have beat the dog out of Georgia had that receiver, Marvin Harris Jr., not went down. This is the second year in a row that the opponent's receivers going down has allowed Georgia to win a championship. Georgia has yet to win a championship, clear cut. And Joe, let your wife know that's what I'm saying.
Gabe,
Georgia,
I'm not gonna do that, Gabe.
well, if she listens to this, I'm talking to all the Georgia fans out there. Only reason y'all done won because Alabama, both of their receivers went down. And that game stayed close until the end of the third, beginning of the fourth quarter when y'all got like an interception or a fumble and took it back. And then it made it look like y'all just beat Alabama. No, y'all did not. Y'all did not. And then last year, y'all were getting beat down.
I can't.
And all of a sudden, Marvin Harris Jr. gets injured. And all of a sudden, miraculously, Georgia's back down all of a sudden. 2 years in a row, the opponent's top receivers go down.
Brother,
and
this
now
guy
it's
stinks.
So go somewhere with that. No, Georgia is not who they say they are.
Bro, we don't care.
They are not.
Whoever got the biggest checkbook is who can win the championship, bro.
No,
it's just not real, bro. We talking about the NFL, and this is what real players come to play, the best of the best, bro.
It was about injuries. And I'm saying all this is because CJ Stroud.
Man, why you weren't trying to hear that when I told you when you beat me last year? It was because of injuries. Like, nah, that ain't no excuse.
Easily have been the number one quarterback had he had won this year. Because I would have took CJ Stroud over TCU any day. I would have took Ohio State or TCU any day in the final.
I'm here to let you know right now, we don't care.
I don't care about you. I care about the constituents that listening to me.
Who is listening?
You just the voice. The constituents listen to me. Do you not know they come on here to listen to me and Joe? They just tolerate you. You like the Molly Kieran of this show.
Oh my God.
Me and Joe is Skip.
No, you're not.
It's Shannon.
Eddie said,
we're collectively
Shannon and Steven,
Eddie said Stroud showed he was a poised QB in college, but remember he got them in scoring position, but the kicker missed, right? Ooh, kickers miss field goals, man. Look, man.
Whoa,
let me give you the section of college. Whenever we get to the section of college, you can talk all about Alabama you want to, bro. You can talk all about it. Dang, bro. I can't even really get into like who I was surprised at this week. Like, dang, bro. Are the Giants really that bad? I'm gonna talk about that. What's going on with Danny Dimes? Is any skill position on the Giants worth picking up in fantasy? He just got paid. It's crazy. It's foolishness.
That is pretty ridiculous.
I picked the Lions to win, and I was still surprised they won the way that they won. Joe.
Yep.
What's going on, bro? Did you foresee this coming?
The beatdown? Absolutely not. But, I mean, woof. It was getting kind of rough there. It's getting hard to watch. Can't lie to you, but
much in a deep one, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that kept me watching is that memory of the 17-0 comeback. You know, I was holding out hopes of that. I know that we have the ability to go and score if we really just execute correctly. But like at the same time, guess who has to execute along with the quarterback? The offensive line. And when you're missing two on your offensive line, especially one of your stars, one of your pro, you're gonna get ran over. You're gonna have no time to throw the ball. You're not gonna be able to run the ball, and you're gonna have a hard time scoring, especially when the other team is putting up numbers. So when they took their foot off the gas, I mean, we put up a few points to try to make it look decent, but that's all we could do at that point.
Eddie said Detroit is going to be a tough out for a lot of teams this year. Me and Gabe knew that since last year, though. Matt Canada can't get fired fast enough. My goodness, he got a He got a burner account on Twitter, just like Kevin Durant. And you know
Seriously?
yes, and you know how they caught this fool? I guess somebody tried to log into his stuff, tried to hack his stuff, and you know they got the two-factor authentication, so they send you the email. On the burner account, this fool used his Pittsburgh email. That's how they caught him.
Why do you need a burner?
Why would you use your work email for a burner account on Twitter? Please fire him.
He said, I can't take this lying down. I gotta let somebody know I'm not that bad at my job. You know, T, while you're handing out pink slips, go ahead and slide one to our defensive coordinator, Joe Barry.
Man, slide one of your whole
learned how to
defense.
stop the run.
Slide one of your whole defense.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Joe Barry.
That reminds me, we're also missing 2 corners. 2 of our starting corners. Like it's ugly all around. Injuries, man, injuries.
What's so bad about Joe Barry? Please let me know.
Oh man, I mean, you know, if you're listening to this podcast, you're probably a fan of football, which means you probably played Madden. And so when you play Madden and somebody's running the ball on you and they continue to run the ball on you and you can't do a single thing about it, hey, what you gotta do? What are you gonna do? You put every single able-bodied person in that box and you stop that draw up the middle. And what did Joe Barry do? Just let him keep running on us. Let him tear us up. So we got nice and tender, and then they started throwing touchdowns. They had David Montgomery looking like Saquon Barkley out there on us.
And thank goodness for whoever has him on their fantasy team in the money league. Oh, my bad.
Well, it is what it is. I mean, overall, health is our main concern.
Yeah.
How's our quarterback's knee going?
He said he's gonna be ready to go to play the Ratbirds.
That probably will get chippy if he's out there.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch all the fights. 4 games a year, I get to watch fights. When we play Cincy, when we play Baltimore. I really thought Cleveland would put up more of a fight, but of course they didn't. I needed Cleveland to win that game because we're gonna split with Baltimore. What do you guys make of the Chargers? Man, I don't know, Eddie. I don't know. I don't know.
I think the Chargers need to get rid of their coach. Yeah.
He keep barely winning games, barely keeping his job.
I'm echoing what I heard, which actually makes sense. Is that Sean Payton wanted that job right there. And what's key about that is that he would have had a younger quarterback. A few more pieces that he can move on offense, but he would have had a much better defense. But at the same time, is Sean Payton like Bill Belichick now? And his allure is slowly fading away. That's $1 million question right now.
I mean, I would think your allure would fade after you let 70 points be put up on your head.
They really did that.
Yeah, they really did that.
We didn't have a show last week, and I'm not
That's
going to go over
why.
the game last week, but might as well. We owe it to the constituents. Let's touch on that. 20-70. He put up 10 touchdowns. Like that's crazy.
Whoa. Let's
What?
go back for a minute.
What's up?
You know you owe me props. Because who I called out? Who's matter of fact, 1 minute 22 seconds at the 1 hour and 22-minute mark of the video, I highlighted this guy as a potential sleeper for this year. And he definitely showed up last week. Ladies and gentlemen, A-Chain. Thank you very much.
I mean, he said thank you very much, but
He called that?
the first 2 weeks.
All right, go back, Joe. Go back and look.
Joe don't have time to go back right now, so I'll
No.
fill you in.
When I'm
I'ma
saying when he
fill
goes
him
back.
in. Let me fill him in because the people gotta get filled in too.
I want my props on this one.
Oh, you
Gabe,
get your
listen
props,
to
but let
you
me set it
because
up.
I'm not gonna go back and look. To Gabe, just let him tell me.
I understand,
not
but
gonna
I'm
go look.
telling you, at the 1 minute and 22 mark
He don't
of
care.
the podcast, 1 hour and 22-minute mark of the podcast, when we drafted, I was explaining how good he was last year at Texas A&M, and you and Mr. You know who was like, he proved against grown
We
people.
just making gremlin
He proved
noises?
against grown
Is that what
people.
it was?
That's what it sounded like to me.
Clean.
But do continue, my friend.
Okay, I'll make this a little bit more palatable for the listeners since this is a show. During the fantasy podcast draft bonanza that we had, when we was going over the teams, we clowned Gabe's team, and it ain't like he undefeated, so I mean, it was warranted. And he had
3-1.
He had David A-Chain. I'd never heard of the young bull. And he like, nah, man, A-Chain go crazy. He gonna do all of this stuff. Now let's have some context here. Joe said, well, with Jeff Wilson being on IR, he probably won't get a whole lot of playing time when he comes back, which is still yet to be seen because Wilson ain't came back, if I'm not mistaken. Now, while Gabe is saying that A-Chain was going to go off, let it be noted that everybody on the offense went off. And like, I mean, they could have probably put us in pads and we might could have put up 8 fantasy points. You feel me? Like, everybody went crazy. Ooh, he put up 50. Yeah, Raheem Mostert did too. And Tyreek Hill put up 40. And like everybody ate. Not to mention the first 2 weeks, what did A-Chain put up? 0 and 1.9. So, I mean, yeah, he had a great game. But can he do it for the rest of the season? And above all else, forget everything I just said. For somebody that called it and was so smart, he is so smart. Somebody asked Gabe if he has A-Chain on his team still.
Oh no, you dropped him.
Kid you not. I dropped them.
So A-Chain put up 56 in free agency. So I mean,
I had
look.
to
If you
drop
don't believe in
him
yourself,
because
don't go off on
my
people that
running
ain't believe in
backs
you
was
either.
gone. And I didn't know when they was gonna put him on the team. I was like, I don't know when y'all gonna start this dude, so I need to go get a running back. And obviously they figured out literally the week I drop him is the week they decide to make him play.
If you believed in him and you clowning us for not believing in you, why you ain't just keep him? Because
he would have been the second person. I had two people on the bench that I couldn't play. It would have been him and would have been Williamson. And I had to get a running back. I had to make some space.
Oh man.
I called him. I called him.
Woke
Yeah,
is
but
all
with
get
you
out.
not keeping him, I'm gonna be honest with you. You get no props, dog. Sorry.
I get plenty of props because
No,
I
you
called
don't.
it, son.
No, you
Gabe,
don't.
if you called it and then you lost faith in it, I don't think we can give you props on it. Gabe.
Bro.
You
I
didn't
didn't
believe
lose
it
faith in
yourself.
No,
I didn't lose
You-
faith in it.
You did.
You did, bro. You
If
dropped
you
it.
had an inkling of an idea that he would be that guy eventually, you find a way to hold on to that guy. Same way you found a way to hold on to Jamison Williams. Do you really think any of us would have picked up Jamison Williams out of free agency? Like he's still suspended in week 2.
Oh, and would you look at that? Our one viewer, Eddie Knight, is who picked him up.
You know what? I done helped Eddie out a lot.
Come on, Gabe.
I done helped Eddie out a lot because I gave him Justin Herbert for a running back, and he got A-Chain.
So is this who you've decided is gonna beat T in the end?
Nah, this the RFL he talking about where he gave him Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Nah, I'm winning the podcast league. I ain't worried about that.
No, you're not. Stop it.
Oh, yes, I am.
Stop it right now.
I'm calling it right now. I'm winning the podcast league.
You probably won't even be able to make it to the playoffs, Gabe.
That's so
nah, I don't think so.
Based off of division losses, I don't. Is it still possible, T? Like, is it even possible?
In the podcast league.
In the podcast league, I'm 3-1. What are you talking about?
You think about the RFL. In the podcast league, though, man.
He's in my division, right?
No. That's the RFL.
Okay.
In the podcast league, he may win his division. Although VA's finest. Oh my goodness, Joe, go look at VA's finest.
I looked at the team earlier.
No, I'm saying look at it for this week.
Oh no, is it lit up with bye week?
hey yo, no, folks. Golly, that ain't it. That ain't it at all. Gabe, I'm finna text it to you. I'm sorry, everybody listening.
We're gonna pick on our one show out of the week, man.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I just looked at Gabe's division. Yeah, he might make it.
He might make it to the playoffs, but
golly,
that's what I'm talking about, bro. You see it?
Goodness gracious!
Oh my goodness, y'all must see it at the same time. Gabe, you see it? Nah, that's wicked, folks. Oh, that is.
This who I'm playing this week?
This is disgusting. Nah, I don't know.
No way.
Is that who you playing?
There's nowhere in the world I'll play.
No, because you don't play your division till the last 6 weeks.
No,
Okay.
You playing somebody else, Gabe. VA's finest is playing front hand, back hand, too.
Man, if he don't win that one, he might need to quit.
Wow.
Have to.
That's bananas.
Nah, that's wicked. Ooh, wee. Ooh, that's tough. Dang.
But you know the way this year has been going, he could very well lose that game.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase put up 50 out of nowhere.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad at that. Shout out to the RFL. Man.
Deep
man.
one.
You talking about a deep one, bro. Man, how long we been live for? 39
Damian
minutes.
Pierce could have a breakout week. AJ Brown could have a good game.
If Jonathan Taylor come back going crazy, it's gonna be a deep one.
If Zay Flowers get one game where he actually get catches, that'd be crazy.
He's playing that Steelers defense though, which could go
Saints.
either way.
Yeah.
I will not be blind. Man, y'all want to get into predictions?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna wrap it up a little early this week. Had a little week hiatus. Got to get back into the swing of things. I got things to do. I got business to handle. You know what it is, dog. Okay, so predictions. Where's the schedule at? Oh, it's right here. So for week 5, 5 games. And I don't think I want to give Gabe the power to just pick whatever the 4th game is. I think that Double M put in the group chat something pretty interesting, which was the 5th game he picked was who was it? It was the who was it? It was the Broncos and the Bears. He said it was the battle of the winless, and I think I want to keep that game going. So we picking Cowboys, Steelers, Packers, fourth game of our choice, and then the battle of the winless. We got to pick the two teams with the sorriest record and figure out who's gonna win. So this week we got two games to choose from: either the Jets versus the Broncos, who are both 1-3, or the Bengals versus the Cardinals, which are both 1-3. Which one y'all want to do?
What about Washington versus the Bears?
Washington versus the Bears. Well, they 2-2 though.
Oh, Washington is 2-2.
Yeah, and they just
Okay.
almost beat the Eagles. We could probably pick Washington. I don't know. It's very interesting.
But I feel like the Broncos Jets one is a little too easy.
Is it?
I would think so. But we could pick that one if y'all want.
What do you think, Gabe? Bengals Cardinals or Jets Broncos?
I'm down for whichever, man. Whichever one y'all prefer, my brother.
It appears I'm the tiebreaker. Joe, if you believe
Yeah.
it'll be easy, then let's go with the Bengals and the Cardinals.
Fantastic.
Joe, Tiz, Gabe. Okay. So, for the Steelers versus the Ravens, golly, we at home. I'm picking the Steelers. I got some cushion. So, what Cowboys playing?
Yep.
Cowboys playing 49ers. Oh, wait. Give me San Fran. Packers. Y'all playing the Raiders.
Yep.
Joe, you better not disappoint me. Give me the Packers.
Got nothing to do with me, boy.
I beg to differ. For the
Run that by me one more time.
No. For the Bengals versus the Cardinals. Cardinals are a pretty scrappy bunch. Give me Arizona. Kind of need them to win anyway. And for my personal game of the week, how about a literal clash of the Titans? Let's look at this AFC South matchup with the Titans and the Colts. Give me the Colts in that one. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Colts. Solid little lineup.
Doesn't even sound crazy anymore.
Yeah. Joe, what about your 5 games? Steelers, Ravens. Who you got?
Steelers, Ravens. Give me Ravens if Kenny Pickett comes back. I don't think it's gonna be good for you guys. Probably gonna get beat up a little bit.
Wow. Cowboys, 49ers.
Woo. Give me. The Cowboys just almost lost to the Cardinals. No. The Cowboys almost lost to. No, they blew out New England. Give me the Cowboys.
Okay. They lost to Arizona. I think that's what you was thinking about.
Yeah, but that was a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Packers. Who y'all playing?
Give me Packers.
Disgusting.
Playing the Raiders. Jimmy G is still shaking off a concussion. Yeah, give me the Packers.
Wow. In the battle of the winless, Bengals Cardinals. Who you got?
Give me a. Cardinals have been scrappy. Yeah, give me the Cardinals. I'll take the Cardinals. I'm probably gonna end up being wrong though.
And what's your personal game of the week?
Personal game of the week. What's that Sunday night game looking like?
That's Cowboys 49ers.
Okay. Let me think.
That ain't a game.
Need me to list it, bro?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Good googly moogly. You got the Bears as the
I was
Commanders. Oh, you said what?
No, I was just gonna run through teams that I'm familiar with and I don't believe in. If you weren't gonna list it for me.
Gotcha. Got the Jaguars versus the Bills. Texans versus Falcons. Carolina versus the Lions. Titans, Colts.
I got it. I got it, bud. I got it.
Okay.
Give me Texans versus the Falcons.
And who you got?
And I will take CJ Stroud. Let me do it. I'm picking Houston.
Wow. Interesting.
I know.
Okay. Gabe, Steelers, Ravens. Who you got?
Them Ravens.
All right.
I have to put it.
Cowboys, Niners. Who you got?
Niners.
Packers, Raiders. Who you got?
Raiders.
Okay.
Okay. Bengals, Cardinals. Who you got?
Cards.
And game of your choice, Gabe.
Bears over Washington tomorrow night.
Man, are you a Bears fan or not?
I'm a Justin Fields fan.
So you got the Bears over the Commanders.
Yes.
All right. I'll get Double M and Tia's picks in between now and next week's show. Appreciate everybody coming through listening. Eddie. And I really don't have anything, bro. I gotta get back into the swing of things. I wasn't able to prep for this show like I normally do. It's been a busy day. So, with that being said, closing statements. Gabe, go ahead.
I was right about A-Chain. I'm going to be right about Williams. And I'm right receiver D. And I guarantee you we're going to be on here discussing somebody trying to trade me for one of my top tier wide receivers in the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's probably going to be you.
It's probably going to be who?
The Owl. That's who.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we had an owl in there. Joe, who, what you got? What's your closing statement? Gabe be throwing me off sometimes.
Top tier is crazy. Not to mention 2 wide receivers, same team. Pretty nuts, Gabe. But to each his own.
Yeah.
It's another week. Games hopefully won't be as stressful as the past couple have been. Hopefully we can, not be losing in the first and second quarter this game. Go Pack, go.
Disgusting. My closing statements are, at this point, I just know we'll be 500 and better. That's it. All right, y'all. Not incredible, not terrible, just relatable. I will catch y'all